Hey everybody, welcome back to Touchy Reactions. We got a new series today that we're going to be starting. This is the Obi-Wan Kenobi series off of Disney Plus. I'm super excited. This is actually the first time I get to do a reaction with Adam where he doesn't know what we're about to see. He and I are both real big Star Wars fans. We've pretty much covered the majority of the canon and even some of the non-canon type stuff. I've read uh, the Thrawn trilogy. Um, We've played the video games. We've watched the Bad Batch, Rebels, Clone Wars, all the different series like that. Obviously, we've watched the 9 films that came out. I even watched the when I was a younger kid. I watched all the Endor. What do you call it? There was some Endor movies that were made that were really terrible.
Like
Watch
the
those.
Christmas special?
Yeah, no,
Life
I
Day?
watched the Christmas special too. That was horrible. But they actually made some movies for kids that took place on Endor with these two little kids, and they were with Ewoks, and they had to do some adventurous stuff. But I've seen those. You can actually find them on Disney Plus. Anyway, so we are pretty familiar with the Star Wars universe. Obviously, we know how Obi-Wan was left off at the end of Episode 3, and we believe that's where this is going to kick off. I've done a really good job of not getting this spoiled so far. The only thing that I've seen that may have been a slight spoiler, and you actually brought it up before we hit record here, was that Hayden Christensen is back in this show. So it'll be interesting to see how they implement that. But other than that, we're going into this pretty blind. Is there anything? Well, I was going to say, is there anything else you got spoiled? But don't tell me, because if you know something, I certainly don't want to know it. So here we go. We're jumping into this new series, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Here we go.
In your solitude, training I have for you, your own master. How to commune with him, I will teach you.
All right, that was a solid recap. Got us all right back where we need to be. This is exactly where I thought this show was going to be taken off. Let's not waste any time. Let's get to the new content.
Cool.
They're doing a POV camera shot of us running through this battle.
Yeah, at the Jedi Temple.
Yeah, like we're one of the younglings, only a little taller. That's pretty dope. It's gonna be like a one shot.
We run.
Awesome shot right here.
Yeah, not to mention this is one of the most powerful events in the entire timeline of Star Wars.
Oh yeah, the turn of Anakin and the overthrow of the Jedi Temple. Look how I'm in construction, so I often look at architecture. Look how open this space is. That's pretty. I mean, it's like a huge open space. When you see the Jedi Temple from the outside, you imagine it's like an office building, but it's more like it. I guess it is a temple, so it looks pretty dope. They got the big statues of the different Jedi Masters. They were probably able to use a lot of the same sets that they used for The Mandalorian. I remember a lot of The Mandalorian was shot in this Mos Eisley type scenario.
Yeah, I think Tatooine has more screen time than any other planet in the entire Star Wars
Yeah, it's
universe.
pretty great. And it looks so authentic, old school Star Wars. All right, so we get our first look at who are they?
The Grand Inquisitor.
That's
and
right,
his
the
crew,
Inquisitors. Very cool. Where did we first meet these guys?
Rebels.
That's right, it was Rebels.
They also were in Jedi Fallen Order, the game.
Okay.
I don't know if you played that.
I know they got the lightsabers that can spin around like a fan blade kind of thing.
Yeah, really cool design on those, and I'm really liking how the Grand Inquisitor looks in this.
The one on the right looks just like the one from the show.
Yeah, he does.
We didn't really mention this, but Inquisitors' jobs are to hunt Jedis. So, those of you who, for some reason, are watching this reaction and don't know what they are, they hunt Jedis who are on the run. So, I'm sure that's what they're doing here, right?
Yeah, gotta be.
Yeah.
You know who we are.
Inquisitors.
You know what we do?
You hunt Jedi.
In actuality, I would say the Jedi hunt themselves. Then he sees you.
I just want to say that I really like elegant, methodical villains. You know,
Oh yeah. That this reminds me of oh gosh, what movie was it? It was a German guy that was looking for
Inglourious
Jews.
Basterds.
That's the one. He was hunting the Jews, and he would do the same thing. He'd go to
the milk scene or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. That reminds me a lot of this. And since we're paused, I'll go ahead and say it, so I don't have to say it 1,000 times. The cinematography is top notch. There was a shot a minute ago where they were outside coming into this bar, and the camera was like down at foot level, and it was panning to the left as they were walking to the right. So gorgeous. Uh, I'm a addict when it comes to awesome cinematography. I will just say it this one time and try not to say it again. I imagine all these shots are going to be shot so well and beautifully. Just look at the lighting in this bar. So elegant yet functional. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, realistic. And you know, while we're at it, this Grand Inquisitor looks a lot like Darth Malgus from the Old Republic, and
Oh, yeah?
that's all I can think about when I look at him.
Golly, I ain't played the Old Republic in a long time. That was a fun game. You ready?
Yep.
Man in need.
I thought I saw the guy who plays Ned Stark in Game of Thrones sitting at one of these tables. So if he's in this, he's got to be a big character. They would not grab a big character like that and just make him a background guy. I might have been wrong, though. That might have just been my eyes playing tricks on me.
Perhaps the locals are stealing from you, threatening you.
This shot right here reminds me of the Rebels video game. Not Rebels, Battlefront video game. All these different terrains that they used to have you fighting in Battlefront was just so fun. Amazing first person shooter.
Yeah.
Something you want to say?
I'm getting serious Rey vibes right here from when we were first introduced to Rey in episode 7.
Yeah, I
She
wonder.
got her portions. She went back to her place. She mixed up a meal, went and sat outside and watched the sunset and enjoyed her meal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wonder if this is a little nod to the whole Rey Kenobi
Could be.
scrapped plot line.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I had some parts stolen. I need a new processor board. Tika, if you're going to steal my parts and then sell them back to me, could you at least clean them first, as a courtesy?
You know, some of my favorite things about Obi-Wan are, you know, the fact that he's been through more trauma than most characters in the entire Star Wars universe, and, you know, he still stays true to what he believes in.
Yeah.
And, you know, my other favorite thing about him is his relationship with Anakin, especially, you know, the development that it gets in the Clone Wars series.
I think he blames himself for Anakin turning the way he did because he was in charge of his training. And, you know, that's been haunting him this whole time, I think. Like they said in episode 3, he looked at him as a brother. You know what I mean? Like a real brother.
Yeah, so it's sad to kind of see him down and out like
A
this.
little bit of PTSD.
And, you know, he's not standing up and doing the right thing like he normally would. You know, he's kind of just turning the other cheek.
Yeah. I love the interaction with the Jawa.
Jawas are fantastic.
Master Qui-Gon. Master.
Could you imagine if they got Liam Neeson on this show?
I bet they did.
You think so?
I bet they did.
I mean, it's Disney. They have, like, they have money.
The end of episode 3, they showed it in the recap. Yoda says to him, I'm going to teach you how to communicate with your old master. So it would not surprise me one bit if they brought him back. There's no way they're going to bring in a different actor if Liam Neeson's still alive.
And they could even make him look like he did in episode
yeah,
1.
they could de-age him a little bit, especially since he's going to be a Force ghost if he does show up. So here we go. This might be the scene.
I have no idea how they're going to do the Hayden Christensen stuff either. You know, like what can you have him do?
If Qui-Gon's coming back, it'll probably be right now.
Like,
so let's.
My thought was flashbacks, maybe, or for Hayden Christensen.
I don't know. Maybe he's Vader. Maybe he's Vader now.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get a couple clips of him being Vader.
You know, it is kind of interesting to think about how when the original trilogy came out, Ben Kenobi was just some random guy who, you know, had ties to Anakin, but like after you've seen all of the movies, you kind of don't, you get a new appreciation of how like Obi-Wan.
Oh, he's such a main character, yeah.
Obi-Wan has been looking after Luke since he was a kid, and like
from a distance, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder how far away he is with those binoculars. How far he can see. I see they brought back the Owen Lars and Amparu actors that they had in episode 3. That's kind of cool. That's what makes me think if Qui-Gon does come back, it's going to be Liam Neeson.
Mm-hmm.
Luke's over there maybe doing a little pod racing. You see what that is?
It's the thing you bought from the Jawa, right?
In episode
4,
A New Hope, Luke's playing with like a spaceship type toy. That's the toy that he's playing with. Well, I'm not sure if he's talking to 3PO and R2 when he's playing with it, or I don't remember the exact scene, but he's got a toy looks just like that, and he's playing with it.
Talk about continuity.
Yeah, nice little Easter egg for everybody.
What are you doing here, Obi-Wan?
My name is Ben.
Come on, please. Please. You have no idea what I've been through.
You want my help? Take this. Walk into the middle of the desert and bury it in the ground. Stay hidden. Live a normal life.
What about the people that need us? What about the fight?
The fight is done. We lost. The time of the Jedi is over.
Yeah, it really sucks to see him so defeated like
I
this.
was just thinking the same thing. He's given up. He's come to grips with the fact that the Sith have did a masterful job of wiping out almost all the Jedi. There's really no reason to fight. They're just too powerful, and he's just lost his will. Trying to think back to episode 4. I guess maybe by then he'll have regained some of his will after whatever we're about to see in this Obi-Wan series.
Maybe he connects with Qui-Gon between now and episode 4 and kind of has some newfound.
So the prediction I'll put out there is, I don't know how many episodes this show is, but by the end of it, this attitude he has obviously will be changed to, I think we have a chance, and I think we have a way that we can do this, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they have to start us off here, showing us how beat down he is, how he's just given up. We know he still has his lightsaber because he gave Luke his dad's lightsaber, and he still had a lightsaber when he went in the cantina. Or was that? No, because Luke had his dad's, and he had his when Vader killed Ben. Spoiler. Ready to jump in?
Yeah.
All right. Are we back at some young Leia right here?
I think so, yeah. And while we're paused, I gotta say, this soundtrack, it's good, but it doesn't sound like Star Wars.
Yeah, it's like they said we need something new. That'll be the Obi-Wan series soundtrack. It's not going to be the same old. Because I was hoping when we saw Luke, we'd hear Luke's theme song.
Yeah,
but I can see that they probably had direction to, let's get our own thing. It's still going to sound like Star Wars, but it's not going to be anything people have heard before. So
I'm hoping that we get, it doesn't have to be like
The whole song.
the Star Wars soundtrack that we all know
Yeah.
already, but I do want to hear just a couple of the motifs every now and then from some of the different tracks that are significant.
Like a dun dun dun, just something like that. Just a little taste of it here and there.
Yeah, like I figured when we got our first shot of Obi-Wan Kenobi that we might have heard, maybe something like yeah, like the theme of the Force or whatever.
I'm with you. I'm appreciating the new one, but I hope we get a little. Let's just call them Easter eggs. Little Easter eggs. Little
Just nods.
Little nods to the original. I hope we get a little flavor of it here and there.
We're going to be late. Come on, let's hurry it along.
Also, check out this set design. Like, I don't think we've ever had Naboo like shown off this well.
I don't know if this is Naboo. She's on Alderaan. If
oh, sorry, not yeah.
But what this does remind me of is the ship that we open up Star Wars on.
Oh, the
that
Tantive
went to
4.
Alderaan.
Yeah.
It has similar motifs to that ship itself, the way the doors are shaped, that kind of thing. So it's almost like this particular species, this particular race of people in the galaxy, this is kind of their design style kind of thing. And that's why the ships look like these rooms.
Yeah, true.
Alderaan won't be around for long.
Yeah, not Naboo, Alderaan.
Yeah.
She's either in the cellar, in the kitchen, or in the woods.
Yeah, this is a total surprise to me if this is Leia. Because I didn't think this series was going to touch Leia at all. I thought this was all going to pretty much take place on Tatooine.
Yeah, well, I mean, we did get to see Kid Luke a minute ago, so...
Yeah, but that's on Tatooine. That's part of Obi-Wan's story. I really didn't think we'd get a... If this is Leia, this is awesome.
I guess they're really tapping into this period, because there's really hardly any coverage of this time period.
It does also give the writers a little bit more to play with, you know what I mean? If they're just stuck strictly on Obi-Wan, it kind of, you got to give them a little bit more of a playground to play in. So I'm excited that this happened. It was a great surprise, and I hope this is Leia. Merchandising, baby.
That's right, gotta sell those toys.
Gotta sell them toys. I like it.
There's already toys of that thing. I've seen them.
Look at this actress's face. Think of Carrie Fisher. I'm pretty sure they did a good job finding someone who looks very similar to Carrie Fisher.
No kidding.
If this isn't Leia, I'll just cut this out. Where I predicted it was her.
No? Traitor, maybe?
Leia Organa. You had to do this today?
Do what?
You don't care if he's okay. You care if he's showing.
It's my responsibility, Owen.
Well, I'm his uncle.
We talked about this. When the time comes, he must be trained.
Like you trained his father?
Ooh.
Anakin is dead, Ben. And I won't let you make the same mistake twice. So leave him on the farm with his family where he belongs.
Know why we are here. There is a Jedi hiding on this planet. We need to know where he is. You will be rewarded well.
Or you'll be punished.
Riva!
Hands go first. That way, when you reach for anything, you think of us. This is the Outer Rim. You have no rights here. We're not under the Empire's... All we want is information. If anyone knows anything about a Jedi,
I kill vermin on my farm.
you protect your family. It's important. You think you could protect them from me? Tell me where the Jedi is, or this man and his family die! The Jedi...
I'm trying to remember, do the Inquisitors... They've got to have some sort of force powers. I thought I saw the Grand Inquisitors stop her from cutting that guy up.
I'm pretty sure they do. Some of the Inquisitors are like Jedi that were turned, and some of them are just
force sensitive.
Yeah, that were recruited.
Okay.
So, But yeah, this is
And to be able to go up against Jedi anyway, you've got to have Force training. Otherwise,
yeah.
Jedi will just. So they have Force abilities. I don't know if you classify them as Sith, but they're definitely not Jedi.
I think they would still be Sith. This is before we get to like the sequel trilogy where there's no really Jedi or Sith anymore.
Okay.
So I think these are still classified as Sith. They're more like acolytes than they are actual full.
They're not masters
Yeah,
yet.
yeah. They're like the equivalent of a Jedi apprentice, where
Okay.
these are more like acolytes, I would
Okay.
say.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about her yet. I don't really like loud villains that are, they have to kind of, I don't know. She hasn't.
They've got to give. They got to give these three Inquisitors different personalities. We saw the Grand Inquisitor's personality. You said you liked that a lot. It seemed like the guy with the big helmet thing on was trying to appeal to everybody's compassion, whereas she's more of a brunt, will mess you up if you don't do what we say kind of person.
Yeah, like a bruiser.
So they've got the three different personalities working against each other there. Let's get back in.
The Grand Inquisitor was right. You still want Kenobi. But he's gone, and you won't find him. We spent the last 10 years looking for him.
Maybe you've been looking in the wrong places.
All right, quick theory I have. She was one of the younglings in the Jedi Temple, and she saw Kenobi run away.
Maybe
and not stay and defend the temple.
Yeah, she's clearly got something against him. But I don't think Kenobi ran from the Jedi Temple. He
jumped in that with the senator. He jumped in that getaway car and was like, "We're lost here. We gotta
with
go."
Bail Organa.
Yeah. Bail Organa.
I remember that now.
So maybe she was one of the younglings. She witnessed Obi-Wan leaving instead of staying and fighting. And then right after that, she witnessed like her friends getting massacred and was like, I hate him for leaving us here, kind of thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
and I'll kind of walk back what I said a second ago. It's not I don't know. I think my least favorite kind of like Sith is the hot-headed, passionate.
Yeah, but they're always fun to watch and scary. They're always scary because they could chop someone's freaking hand off at any second.
I think what makes a scary Sith to me is the kind that is reserved because they just know that they're in control and there's no question they don't have to.
She's not in good control of her emotions.
Yeah.
All right.
I do appreciate what she's bringing so far.
Yeah, I like her.
Thank you, Owen. I didn't do it for you.
One thing that kind of cracks me up sometimes about these movies is they came down, they're like, there's a Jedi on this planet. Planets are huge. There's probably like 50 or 60 at least other big places that the Jedi could be living, and they're in this small town talking about, somebody better tell us about the Jedi that's on this planet. I mean, he might not even be on this same continent.
Yeah, and with Tatooine, there's like 5 or 6 major cities.
Yeah, we know about Mos Eisley. We know about
Mos Espa, Mos Eisley.
Yeah. So the fact that they just go to this group of commoners and say, "You guys better tell us where the Jedi is," just kind of nitpicky on my part, but it just cracks me up when I think about it.
Right on time, as always.
Hey.
Anything good today?
A trade ship and an Aquilian Ranger.
Probably scouring for pirates.
That's what I said.
Don't encourage her.
All right.
Glad they brought back Bail Organa's actor.
Yeah, no kidding.
I should know his name. He's super famous. I'm drawing a blank right now. I want to say... Yeah, I forget.
Oh, that is C-3PO. I was wondering, because I was trying to remember at the end of episode 3, I know R2-D2 went off and C-3PO went in different directions. But I think...
No,
C-3PO...
I think they were both on the ship with Obi-Wan, weren't they?
Yeah, but I know, because R2-D2 ends up on Tatooine.
But he goes there with C-3PO in episode 4. Those two are together at the beginning of Star Wars.
You're right, yeah, they're together.
I wouldn't be surprised if R2's here.
Because Star Wars lore.
Yeah, I think they were with Bail when he took Leia. If those two were separated, they'll have to explain that.
They're not. I just remembered. I remembered it incorrectly.
It's all right. It's been a minute.
You don't need manners when you're talking to a lower life form.
Then I guess I don't need manners when I'm talking to you. You're the one who's scared. You've never made one decision for yourself in your entire life, and you never will. I may not have seen much, cousin.
Yeah, they're definitely writing Princess Leia true to character, always speaking truth to power and never backing down.
I was wondering if this might be a little hint of her force powers showing themselves. She's able to kind of read his mind a little bit.
Oh yeah, that is definitely within the realm of possibilities.
Yeah, like she kind of looked at him and kind of read what he's up to, kind of thing.
And that would kind of line up with the force powers that we have seen her be able to use in the Star Wars.
And she doesn't really ever start using them until episode
8 or 9.
8, as far as we know. So maybe up until this point, she only just had what she thought was a real good intuition about people, but it was actually the Force giving her that intuition.
Yeah.
One day this planet will look to you, Leia. There are many ways to lead. You just have to find yours. Plus, imagine the look on your cousin's face when you get to boss him around for real. But for now, we will apologize.
Hello, Princess.
Why are you here?
Just waiting
For what?
for you.
You see who that is?
I don't know his name, but I recognize him.
That's Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers.
What?
Yeah. I'm about to back it up since they didn't show him again.
For what?
For you.
Oh my god. What is that running? That
Yeah,
looks
right?
so goofy.
Can't catch a little girl. My first guess here on what these guys are. Every planet has their bounty, their pirates kind of thing. I'm guessing this guy must be kind of like some sort of criminal leader of a gang kind of thing for this neck of the woods.
Yeah, speaking of pirates, I would love if we got to see Hondo in this show from Clone Wars.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
All right.
I mean, we got Cad Bane in Book of Boba Fett.
Yes, yes.
So I'm sure we could get Hondo.
They're doing a real good job of giving all the fans the fan service that they want, making everything canon.
Wow. I feel like I'm watching a horror movie.
Yeah,
chase
right.
scene
I was going to say, if I ever have to run away from somebody, I hope it's these guys because they're terrible at chasing. And what's up with Flea? He's in the back, not even catching up at all.
How did he not grab her? She was like that close to him. He just kind of...
Yeah. These guys are the worst chasers ever.
Worst pirates ever.
It's like Captain Marvel's beeper.
Yeah,
He
pretty
gave
much.
Bail Organa something. If you ever need me, hit this button and I'll come. It's got to be what this is, right?
Yeah.
She needs you, Obi-Wan. We can't trust anyone else.
We cannot let this become public. It would draw too much attention. Only you know how important she really is, Obi-Wan. If Leia is discovered...
I can't leave here, Bail. My duty is to the boy.
What about your duty to his sister? She said...
Help us, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're our only hope.
Yep.
That's kind of a throwback to that, right?
Gotta be. Maybe this is how Leia first gets to meet Obi-Wan, you know, to send him that transmission in A New Hope.
Yeah, because she never... Oh, yeah. No, because she said years ago you fought with my father in the Clone Wars during that...
Yeah, I
message.
mean, I'm sure that Bail told her about Obi-Wan and Anakin, you know, but...
Maybe he goes and saves her, but then disappears again, and she really doesn't know who he is, kind of thing.
Maybe. We'll see.
What else was I going to say? There was something.
Doesn't sound like Obi-Wan wants to do it.
Yeah, but the writers are giving us a chance for Obi-Wan to leave planet here. Something tells me he's going to go get a ship and head over to Alderaan.
Well, maybe not Alderaan, because she got kidnapped. So she might not be on Alderaan.
You got to start where the clues are, right?
Yeah, I guess. We'll see.
And Leia knew who that guy was. She called him by name, the Flea character.
What? No, no.
I could have swore she said, "What are you doing here, so-and-so?"
No, she said, "What are you doing here?" And he said, waiting for you.
Okay, maybe he's not. Maybe she doesn't know who he is.
Find someone else.
Damn.
She'll be better off.
Let go of me!
Shut her up.
Yeah, you were right. She's no longer on Alderaan. They're doing an awesome job of just showing us how monotonous and routine his life has begun. Everything, every day the same. Routine. It's all about the boy.
Yeah, and we can also kind of see how he's more close. He's closer to being morally gray now. You know, he's stealing food. He's looking the other way at injustices.
Yeah, I thought maybe he might use his powers to, go against the boss or stop the Inquisitors or something. But it appears that he's completely rock bottom when it comes to being a Jedi.
Oh, and something else that I was thinking about with this show is this is set 10 years after Episode 3, and you know what else is set 10 years after Episode 3? Jedi Fallen Order. So it is possible that maybe we could get Cameron Monaghan as his Cal Kestis Jedi character.
Yeah, everything you just said is foreign to me. I don't even know what that is.
If you haven't played Jedi Fallen Order, you need to.
Okay.
It's fantastic.
Is that the one with the guy with the black lightsaber?
No, it is the one with the guy who has red hair, who was a...
You know what? I think you had me play that game. I played like the first maybe hour of it, and I just kind of fell off of it.
If you don't play it yourself, you should watch someone play through it.
Okay, well,
or watch the cutscenes.
I kind of have a YouTube channel that requires a lot of my time.
Well, you're doing yourself a disservice. That's some of the best Star Wars content that's come out in the new Disney Age of Star Wars.
Maybe I can watch a compilation, like a edited version or something. All right, we're wasting time. Let's finish this episode up here.
If Disney didn't own Star Wars, that guy'd probably be hanging by his neck.
Yeah, I was happy that when we got to the head, he wasn't hanging by his neck. And obviously no blood, no scars, but we all know, it looks like the Inquisitors found him, and they want to display his body to let everybody know that, Jedis are not welcome anymore.
I mean, they did cut someone's hand off, but I wish we get to see a little bit more, like, evil out of the Inquisitors, and that I love that when you have a villain that can actually like do just some horrendous stuff to people. Like
still a lot left. Maybe we'll see some of that.
Like you have to find that.
I got a feeling we're going to see some torture in this series.
I hope so. I hope they go dark because like that's what makes a really good villain to me is if you can actually be afraid of them.
Yeah, I think that's what made Empire Strikes Back so beloved was that the bad guys won. The bad guys won in Empire Strikes Back. Everything, the good guys lost, the bad guys won, and it was something you're not used to seeing at the time when it came out.
Yeah.
And it's so beloved now, and a lot of people think of it as the best movie. Those of you out there, let us know in the comments what your favorite of the 9 main movies are. Mine is Empire Strikes Back. I don't know about you.
Mine is Rise of Skywalker for sure.
Rise of Skywalker. Okay, was that episode 9?
Yeah.
Okay. With the horses on the Star Destroyer.
I like the part where they go, they fly now? They fly now.
Okay. I'm pretty sure you were joking, but we'll leave it in there. Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
I wonder if that Jawa knows he's a Jedi.
He couldn't know.
Because it seems like a Jawa would be the type of person to turn him in for some money.
Yeah, no, there's no way that Tika knows.
Okay, yeah. I have a feeling Obi-Wan's done a great job of not letting anybody know he's a Jedi. I think Owen might be the only one on this planet. And Baru. Is that R2?
No, R2 is not.
No, R2's with 3PO, right?
It could be R4.
Oh. Did you see what he did there? He had a red light instead of a blue light.
Yeah, somebody's there.
Somebody's in his cave.
You've made mistakes. We all did. It's the past.
I believe his name is Jimmy Smits or something like that is this actor's name. It's been bothering me, but I think that's who it is. Jimmy Smits. With the amount of time that Leia goes missing, they should put a tracker in Lola so they always know where Leia's at. You know what I'm saying?
That's a great point.
And maybe they did, and that's how they're going to find out where
You'd
she's
think
at.
that they'd have a what do they even call those? Like a fob or something on it.
Yeah, just some kind of tracking device.
Yeah.
Can you untie me?
Can you untie me?
Well, actually, Bale knew that they were headed for this planet, so they must have a tracking device on the droid.
I thought he said that they hid their signature behind a freighter, though. So they must have done an investigation to figure out where they went and realized that the ship left, and they hid their signature behind a freighter. He didn't say we have a tracker on Leia.
That's right. Yeah. Okay.
It may still be the case, though.
Never mind then.
And it wouldn't be a Star Wars droid without a chainsaw inside of it.
Yep.
What's about to happen?
What? Oh, I don't know. What's about to happen?
He's about to pull a lightsaber out of the sand.
Oh, didn't Rey do that?
No, but he told that dude, let me give you some advice. Go out in the desert, bury your lightsaber in the sand, and forget about all this. He's out in the middle of the desert.
He's about to dig up his own
He's
lightsaber.
about to pull his lightsaber out of the sand. Two lightsabers gonna be in there, right?
Literally perfect opportunity for the theme of the Force right here, or maybe the Two Sons one, Tatooine.
They're trying to win an Emmy for most original score. Come on.
I know, but it's like...
Yes, that would have been a perfect, just a perfect Jedi theme right there, just for a second. 3 or 4 notes. But I'm pretty good at predicting these things. You gotta give me credit for that.
Yeah.
I even called 2 lightsabers.
Nostradamus over here.
Yes, Nostradamus.
You sure he's gonna come?
He fought beside her father during the war. He'll come. He won't be able to help it. The Jedi...
I gotta say it. It's a trap! It's a trap!
Nice. Looks like the only one making callbacks here is you.
Man, I'm killing this. Well, you had the, you got the extended universe stuff nailed. I gotta pull all the old stuff out. Great trap though. I mean, this was smart of her. She really wants to get Obi-Wan bad. So, here we go.
Jedi will hunt himself.
All right, I'm hooked.
Yeah.
I'm hooked. I'm excited about where this is going. We don't need a recap. We'll just say that this was awesome. Don't believe that this show would do the type of thing of post-credit scenes, but we'll look through this and see if there is any kind of mid-credit or post-credit scene. This is kind of attached to Disney. Maybe they've added that to this series kind of thing.
I doubt it.
But we'll check real quick. And we'll,
because Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett don't have post credits.
They did have those awesome artwork though, as you went.
Yeah, you know why don't? Maybe they wanted to go for the more classic Star Wars credits here.
I did love Ben's brown cloak, famous brown cloak that he's known for, right there at the end. Whew! All right, episode 1, Obi-Wan Kenobi in the books. Ready for episode 2?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's take a quick bathroom break and then we'll jump into episode 2. Hey, if you guys enjoyed our reaction, hit that like button down below. It doesn't hurt you at all and it helps us out quite a bit. Lets us feel good. Lets us know people are enjoying our content over here at Touchy Reactions. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, we watch TV shows, music from all over the world, a little bit of everything over here at Touchy Reactions. So if you are interested in subscribing, hit that big red button down below. And it'll turn gray to let you know you're subscribed. And if you hit that bell off to the side, it'll tell you anytime we drop some new content, which is daily over here on Touchy Reactions. So appreciate y'all stopping by. And don't forget to come on back.